Hey guys, welcome back to Dangerville. If you didn't know, I'm Jacob and we're going to talk about some monster news, specifically this new King Kong game being released. So let's talk about this new video game, Skull Island: The Rise of Kong. I already know what you're thinking. Why does the game look like this? When a game that came out nearly 20 years ago looks like this. I've seen this all around the internet already, and I actually thought it myself as well. Guys, this game gives me hardcore vibes of that feces of a game about Gollum from Middle-earth. And why are so many people already making that comparison? Well, look at the graphics. The visuals aren't horrible, but it's 2023, guys. I don't quite get how these studios keep expecting us to be wowed by these games when they look like something, well, that came out 15 years ago or like it's from a mobile game. But what if it's not as bad as it looks? Well, let's kind of dig deeper into this thing. The Rise of Kong will be releasing on all gaming platforms as of now, even last gen, which could explain the less than impressive graphics. It's gonna cost about 35 kitchen sink faucets, otherwise known as pounds, which equates to about $45. It's good that it's at a discounted price, but still, it's a lot of money for something that looks like a game that came out over 10 years ago. They will also be offering a Colossal Edition for an extra $15. For that extra money, the bundle will come with 8 film grain filters, 10 different colors for King Kong, an exclusive boss rush mode, whatever that is, probably some form of horde thing, behind the scenes content, and an orchestral soundtrack. That doesn't really get me all that excited, so realistically, if I get this game, I'm definitely getting the base model, and you probably should too. So who's making this game? Well, apparently it's being developed by Iguana Bee Studios. Apparently they made a Nickelodeon All-Star game, which kind of just ripped off Super Smash Bros. And a few other games based off of popular IPs. It's not all bad though. I do have to bring up some of the points that at least I somewhat enjoyed about this trailer and reveal from this new game. The dinosaurs look really cool. And it's nice to see a version of the Skull Island that doesn't avoid dinosaurs like the MonsterVerse is currently doing. Now I gotta drill this into y'all's head. This game is clearly aimed towards young kids like 10 and under. So we have to keep that in mind when judging it. From what they showed in the trailer of the gameplay, it appears to be super simple. Like your typical button mashing game that will test your patience as you travel around Skull Island pounding creatures into the dirt. Hopefully you don't get tired of doing that over and over and over again. But what about the story? Does it even have one? Well, apparently, according to the trailer, it's going to take place in the year 1835. I don't know why that's significant, but yep, it's in the trailer. And I was able to find a brief synopsis from an article on GameSpot for the game. I'll read it for you guys now. Skull Island: Rise of Kong is a third-person action-adventure game where you play as Kong and attempt to avenge the death of your parents who were killed by the ultimate alpha predator, a saurian named Ga. Traverse the mysterious island and uncover its secrets across a variety of treacherous environments, discovering the power coursing through its exotic flora and fauna. Conquer waves of primal beasts, defeat unique bosses, and rise above all who stand in Kong's way to being king. So there's that. It's definitely not going to be anything all that special and like it's not going to blow your mind. So to me, guys, I think it's kind of hard to mess up the story of King Kong in the original Skull Island. And I'm sure a part of me will enjoy this game in some way or another because I just love that original King Kong story and that original island. But as of now, this game looks to just be another low-budget indie monster game made by just a handful of people in their spare time. Now I hope they succeed. I'm not going to talk crap or wish ill of them. But this game just ain't doing it for me going by the trailer. What do you guys think? So yet again, us monster fans are just gonna have to keep waiting in hopes that we one day get that amazing AAA video game. Looks like the 2005 King Kong game based on Peter Jackson's movie is still the king of the video game monsters. By the way, let me know if you want me to revisit that game. I've been thinking about throwing it in the old Xbox 360 and getting my capture card all thrown together and kind of revisiting that game because it's one of my favorite games from that era of video games, and honestly it's the best video game based on a movie ever made, and I think that's pretty universal. That's a universal thought, not just an opinion. That's almost a fact at this point. Anyway guys, for more monster coverage, you know what to do. Stomp that subscribe button and give us a Kong-sized like if you enjoy this sort of news coverage video. Until next time, this has been Jacob, and I will see you in the next one.